Our next presenter is Taylor Nordgren. Taylor, you have the floor.
Good morning, or afternoon, I'm not sure what time it is exactly right now. I don't have a PowerPoint, obviously, but I do have a visual aid, but you guys will see that in just a second. Obviously, I'm a student, but really, I'm an English teacher. And that means I talk about stories all day long. I think about how to tell stories, I think about how to share stories, and get kids to care about stories, particularly each other's. And one of the struggles I have as a brand new teacher isn't that my kids won't do what they're asked. That's often the problem. They'll do exactly what I ask. They just want me to, give them their work and just kind of put their head down and, do whatever assignment I get them. The challenge is getting them to speak, to stand in front of each other and share their stories with each other. And that's not surprising. I think that's pretty difficult, pretty awkward. If I was to call on one of you randomly and ask you to share a personal story, I think you'd be incredibly uncomfortable with that. So I'm just going to get right into the practice that I use. It's not that new or revolutionary. I'm sure all of you, or many of you, have used it at one point or another, whether you've been teaching or running a group, any type of group building activity, icebreakers. So you guys can be my visual aid, and if you guys will participate, I would really appreciate it. All I ask is that you stand up when I say a sentence that applies to you, right? If you respond in the affirmative, just stand up. So just imagine you're my students. We're talking about The Great Gatsby. Doesn't matter if you've read it or not, but that's what these statements are kind of applied to, all right? All right. 1, you've been to an awkward party. While we're doing this, feel free to take a look around the room, look backwards, look forwards, and take a seat when you feel comfortable. Number 2, you have a family member that uses racist language. Go ahead, take a seat. You have been caught in between an argument between a couple. That you're friends with both of them. And they're trying to get you involved. Alright? Number 4, you know someone who has been in a car crash because of alcohol. Number 5, you've witnessed domestic abuse. Alright, go ahead and take a seat. I got a few more there, but I'm running out of time. The main point I wanted to make was, hopefully, after looking around and standing up and sharing your stories, as you did, whether you realize it or not, made you feel more connected with the people in the room, and hopefully you're more willing to speak to them and either ask more questions about their story or share more details about your own. Thanks.
So tell us a little bit about yourself